Hello everyone and welcome over to Watkins Glen. Yes, we are back at Watkins Glen for the very first time since season 1. So that's a 4-year absence, but now we are back here at Watkins Glen, and already I've had this set up since yesterday, and so far it looks good and looks like it's going to be a bit exciting race, I guess. Probably more exciting than the last one we've ever held here. So there we go. So now, as I keep saying, we are back, and so yeah, this track replaced the streets of New York. Unfortunately, the last races at the streets of New York were pretty much not a track where we're hoping to enjoy, unfortunately. So yeah, in terms of the races, so now we're back at Watkins Glen. It's a proper racetrack, and obviously it's where NASCAR often held their races there. So let's see what Watkins Glen can bring to us. I've obviously, as I keep mentioning, I've reset the track, got a bit more confidence with how this works and how, to make a good race here at Watkins Glen. So there you go. So let's see what will the qualifying bring to us. Who will qualify on pole for today's race? Let's get our fingers crossed. Miyazaki will qualify on pole. Meeks second place. That's a decent start. Kohan Jr. is back, and already he's on a flying start already to his D1 career already. We don't know if he should even be in D2. He should go straight to D1. I'm not entirely sure. He's the same guy who won the Daytona 250 just early in the season, and now he will start in an extraordinary third position alongside A.J. Judney, Dylan Hayden, Wright Jr., Drew Walker, Layden Hill, Kate Simmons, and David Dixon to their top 10 starters. So this is going to be a fantastic race. Looks like it as we go down the order. So 38 drivers will line up the field. So I hope everyone is watching this, because I hope so. So now let me get my Discord on, and then we can get going with the race. Let me put it back up. Oh, you know what? Since we haven't gone through the point standings yet, as in the videos, let's go through the point standings. So, let's go through right now. From what I've heard, I think, yeah, I just know now that Wright Sr. is your current championship leader. After 7 races of the season so far. This is race 8 now of the season. And so obviously Wright Sr. is currently in the point standings with 147 points, followed by a surprising, well, let's say you call it a surprise to his career so far, John Palmer, who had been leading the championship at times in the last few races. He's currently second place at the moment. Tari Lowell also had a win like Senior and John Palmer. In fact, his first win in 5 seasons. He's currently third place with 134 points. And his, his soulmate, I guess, his teammate, Rei Ayanami, seems to be on a good note right now. In fact, a decent start to the season of our career so far. This could be an upturn for the female driver. Rei Ayanami with 130 points, currently in 4th place. Jameson came off from who who scored his first career win back at Martinsville, is currently 5th with 125 points. Cameron Jr. with 220 points. Aston Liang could even maybe finish another top 10 finish in points at the end of the season. And he's currently 7th with 118 points. Joy Maddox 8th. Blake Parker 9th. And Nolo Hamilton 10th. Those are your top 10s in points. And obviously, the point standings should be shown on the last race video. If anyone wants to check it out, feel free to do so. So, going through the Discord just to see how lively we are right now. Yeah, I know it takes long. I hate it when I take longer than usual, so. Alright, let's get going. Let's get the start of the race done and over with.
Drivers, to your cars.
So it seems as though that CTM could be the team to beat, or they don't count other teams just yet. Obviously SLR, the affiliated team I suppose, don't count out just yet. So here we go.
Drivers, start your engines!
And we are moving. And they're all lining up. And just take a look at this track and its glory of what we used to see back when we last held this race. And this is going to take long to go around the track. You know what? Actually, forget it. Let's just carry on because we've not been to this track in quite a long while. So I don't see why not. Oh, and we got a bit of a surprise for some of you who haven't seen this. But take a look at Lynn Hill's car, who decided to enter a Dodge in this race. Not his Toyota, which is that red car over there. And obviously, don't get confused with Tari Lowell or Rei Ayanami's Dodge because both Ayanami and Lowell will be running different colors. Oh, and somebody's blown up again, and that is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my whole entire life. Restart the race because that's not supposed to happen. Right, I expect no more of those silly failures again. Okay, what is he on the other side? That's stupid. It means there's something wrong with him. I think in future races we're gonna have to do a half a track start, I think, just to avoid any issues. Because this is doing my absolute heading. Right. Let's hope nobody blows up this time. Oh my gosh, it's stuck again. Oh my gosh. There we go. We're back into normal now, so alright then. So the pace truck pulls in and away we go, and let's hope there's not gonna be an incident straight after the start. And away we go as the green flag shows. And Miyazaki up in front of Kynderrick Meeks, and everyone survived the very first corner. This has been a very difficult track for most of the drivers, especially during real life NASCAR, for real life drivers out there. And Dex Miyazaki is now in the lead at Watkins Glen, and Kynderrick Meeks wants to make a complete turn in fortunes following a difficult last season. So far, he is trying to turn his fortunes around, but so far it is not good enough. In fact, he could try and maybe go for a win if he can try and keep it up. But that will depend on basically his luck, I suppose. How he can turn his fortunes around. So Miyazaki currently first place, Meeks second place, and Cohen Jr. seems to be going really aggressive around. You can see that this is a moment of him being a rookie, and he's trying his best to prove himself he's better than anyone out there. Judy currently fourth place, and there is fifth place Dylan Hayden, who won the throwback race in Darlington not long ago. And there's Drew Walker right behind him. And I think Leighton Hill is trying to pass Cam Wright Jr. Looks like it. Or was it Leighton Hill getting passed by Cam Wright Jr.? I almost forgot. We don't know, but you can see the two Dodgers are together one by one. It must have been Leighton Hill getting overtaken. I think Leighton Hill did overtake Cam Wright Jr. not long ago, I suppose. Well, just before the last lap, I guess. But anyway, my words are so bad today. So you can see Meeks is getting close this time on the number 14 car of Miyazaki, and he wants to win a race. He's not won a race since the last couple of seasons ago, and this could be the heavens opening for him. And this is obviously a fun track in this lovely looking Watkins Glen. Oh, and there's Cat Rose up there somewhere. So anyway, and there's Cam Wright Sr., your current points leader, and he's obviously not had a good note during qualifying, so he's going to have to up his game if he wants to keep that points lead. Obviously, he's more comfortable now in terms of where John Palmer is, but where is Tari Lowell though? Because where Tari Lowell is, Rei Ayanami could actually get the points lead after this race, I think. Oh, but where is Tari Lowell? That's a big question mark. Doesn't look like Tari Lowell is anywhere near the front, so there's probably good news of where Tari Lowell is right now. Must have lost count of where he, because he's racing in a different scheme right now. He's right there, so I don't know. He's going to be really close to see who will take the lead after this race. Anyway, we're going back up front as Miyazaki still leads, and we still have a train of cars right behind him. So it seems as though that the pressure is on for a lot of cars towards the front as Miyazaki holds on to that lead. Here comes Cohen Jr., and he tries to take over Meeks for second place. And it looks as though Meeks is responding quite well, but will he actually be able to hold on to that second place spot in the next few corners, as there are other corners and other opportunities for that Honda to try and make that move. And he goes for it. But pretty close to see. This could be the opportunity of that bend. This could be a classic pass of that bend in Watkins Glen. Based on my experience of watching Watkins Glen races. So I guess this could be a classic out there. Cesar Cohen Jr. seems to be putting on some brave moves of the rookie right now. Probably a second win this season wouldn't be ruled out for him. It seems that Mercedes are a bit decent at the moment, as Leyden Hill is already in the front of Cameron Jr. once again, and now he's looking at the back of Drew Walker. There are high hopes for him ever since last race of Martinsville, where Jameson took his first win in Verleden Motorsports. And as you see, J.A.G. Judney is making an attempt on that number 20 car of Cesar Cohen Jr. And it looks as though that the tires are already wearing down for at least some of the cars. And here comes Meeks. Here comes Meeks trying to take that lead from Dex Miyazaki. Dex Miyazaki obviously has yet to win a race this season, so this could be crucial to find out who will win this race. Don't know who won that race back in season 1. Oh, I know now. Austin Liang won that race. Austin Liang did. And where is that race? Where is he right now? He's pretty much well down the order, and he's right there, well down the order. Last race winner at Watkins Glen, Austin Liang, is right there. Pretty hopeless of any chance of winning today for Austin Liang. So as we go back toward the front, Miyazaki still leads. It's a very tricky track to pass, and here it comes Cat Rose trying to make that move on the number 22 car of Roberto Crown Jr., and she goes up front. And it looks pretty classic to see. Pretty classic to see. And here comes Cesar Cohen Jr. I think the drafting from A.J. Judney is giving him the benefits of trying to race, and look at him. He is very aggressive and trying to make it. Oh my gosh! He almost hit the wall. Did he actually hit the wall? I don't know if he actually hit the wall, but that was a very close shave for Cesar Cohen Jr. And that reminds me of the Canadian Grand Prix Wall of Champions, where we had a lot of F1 cars hitting the wall just before the start-finish line. That looks like the Wall of Champions. Yeah, that reminds me certainly of the Wall of Champions. Let's go on board to see if he actually touched it. This looks like the Wall of Champions at Watkins Glen. You can see his attempt on a move once more on the Meeks just almost failed drastically by that closer call of the wall. Let's go on. Let's go back and see how close he was to the wall. That was a very close shave for Cesar Cohen Jr. Almost fallen to that wall. In fact, let's go on board Judney and see how close was he from there. You see, he was very close, and you can see how aggressive he was. I think his Daytona 250 win motivated him pretty fast. And you can see it is growing on him. Anyway, Oh, and looks like Cesar Cohen Jr. is in danger of losing that spot to Judney. And he takes over. But will the number 20 respond? Don't think he will. So Judney now up into third place, I mean. It looks as though that Dylan Hayden will start doing the same as well. I guess you know what happens when you're a rookie with none of that experience. You can't really seem to cope with, you know, trying to do well and stuff like that. So now this is now Dylan Hayden's chance of a pass on the number 20 car, and I think even more aggression from the champion of season 2, that is Drew Walker. And you can see Liang Hill also doing a decent job as well. And here comes Drew Walker. I think Liang Hill giving him a good push. Looks like it's pretty decent to see these two working together. Obviously because Drew Walker is not in a JC car no more. And look at Liang Hill. I think because of that drafting, this gave him the opportunity to overtake number 47. And just look how this is much better racing compared to the last race here. Here comes Liang Hill, and he gets it. He goes up front of Drew Walker. Up into 6th place he goes. Just what a race we're seeing right now. You can see Liang Hill. I think he's getting used to that dodge, and he's probably, I think he's getting used to it almost pretty quickly. Here comes the other dodge over Wright Jr. Closing in on Drew Walker. And the lights are still green. We're not yellow yet. And here comes Meeks on the number 14, trying to take that lead. This could be his chance. Oh, pit stops coming in? Looks like we're seeing pit stops. Yep. Well, we will find out then. So all the cars pitted. And Miyazaki gets out alongside Meeks and Judney. Hayden. Oh my gosh, that was a close shave between 40 and the 54. I hope there's not going to be any incident. Oh, now we do expect this to happen, so yeah, we do expect this to happen. Oh, and Wright Sr, where on earth did he come from? That's a big question. Where on earth did he come from? Oh, he pitted early. That's why. Anyway, Miyazaki now in the lead. Still in the lead. Meeks in 2nd place. That spaces out a little bit. But I think soon the cars will start coming back. So there we go. So yeah, Tim's cars against. Oh, and Wright Sr. up in 2. Great. Where was he right now? Oops-a-daisy. Yeah, Wright Sr. His early pit stop has got him really high up the standings now, I guess. That was a great early pit stop we're seeing right now. So now it is still a race, as Meeks was very close on that number 14, but now he's going to have to start over, technically though. But who knows? Anything else can happen. So now this is The cars are starting to get separated now. So now, right. So Miyazaki still leads. Meeks in second place. Judney in third place. Hill in fourth place. Fifth place, Dylan Hayden. Sixth place, Blake Parker. Seventh place, Kate Simmons. Eighth place, Kate Catrose. Ninth place, Cameron Sr. And who's that up there? Kevin Cohen Jr. Falling down to 10th place. Seems that Kate Simmons has the dark horse power, I guess. As you can see, Kynderrick Meeks is closing in on number 14 once more. And now his aim is to try and overtake him once again. That was his target, actually, as we saw just before pit stops just came. So now it'll be up for Kynderrick Meeks to decide what to do. Looks like Cameron Sr. can comfortably continue his championship lead in points after this race, based on where he is right now. And we are getting really, really close between the two drivers right now. And I'm bound to see a wreck happening pretty soon. Anyways, the number 13, we're in a currently number 13. We're currently 13 laps in. 18 laps to go. And Miyazaki is still leading. And Cam Wright Jr. overtaking Seth Cohen Jr. So now is more of a two-way battle between Miyazaki and Meeks. Let's see how fast they are right now. Meeks is not as fast as he was the last few laps, so he's gonna have to keep upping his game up. Let's go towards the back for now and see how the others are doing. Some have gone back to normal. And there's Nikki Rive doing herself pretty well in that Dodge. Seems to be doing. She seems to be doing well since last race in her first race outing, scoring points on her debut. And we can see Meeks is still closing in on the number 14 car. And this race certainly is getting a bit better than last race, as I keep saying. You can clearly see what race is all about. and potential overtakes could happen at this very track. The tires are still strong at the moment, and well, don't know what else to say. It's getting a bit quiet today, but I'm pretty sure something shocking is going to happen. Here comes Kynderrick Meeks, getting close to the number 14 of Dex Miyazaki. We're now halfway in this race. We have a group of cars on the battle right now. Oh, you can see a close shot of overtakes right now. You can see Jameson seems to be a bit of trouble right now. Miyazaki is still up front. We've got like 13 laps to go, and still we've not seen much action at the moment. Oh my gosh. I hate it when this keeps happening like this. If this keeps going on, that's it. I'm done. Okay, we have another pit coming in. And that should surely be the last one. We've seen some cars staying out. By the sounds of things. And this time, nothing much happens. We know that they are still in their fixed positions after all the cars make their pit stops. Now they can all go 1-0 towards the finish line. And here comes the leaders. And Dylan Hayden is gonna make and he does it. Oh my gosh, Liang Hill is gonna try and respond. Not quite yet. Oh my gosh. Liang Hill just lost a spot to Dylan Hayden in the pits after the pit cycle. Just what unfortunate situation just happened like this, is that Liang Hill is getting really aggressive right now. And we'll go back to those leaders. This is going to be a close battle to the lead between Meeks and Miyazaki. Here comes Meeks on Miyazaki. Still no avail. Oh, and looks like Jameson's got a problem. It appears that he got hit by something. Let's find out what's happened to Jameson. Oh my gosh! Now that's a bit of highlight. Oh, Liang's got a problem. Oh, and Jameson hits right at the rear of him. Oh, I guess that's not surprising for Jameson. I guess he decides to just tell Liang to fuck off. But well, serves him right. Serves him right. That's what happens. So Liang unfortunately blows up. Then Jameson decides to just give him a head off. There he goes. There he goes. That's a bit of action for today. Oh my gosh, very close shave for most of the cars until Jameson hits him. Unfortunately, he's not as lucky. Unfortunate situation down there. Let's go up the front of Jameson. See smoke ahead of him. Well, that dumps him. Serves him right. Serves Liang right, I guess. Anyway. And it seems to me that his race is done as a result of that collision. And here comes Meeks on the 14. It is going to be close. He's going to go for it on the open side, on the right side of the number 14 Miyazaki. Can he do it? This is very close battle between the 14 and the 10. But can Meeks take it? They're still going side by side. And they're still going side by side. Meeks is not giving up. Still holding on to that right right door of a Miyazaki. But does he take it before that corner? It looks like he's going to make it. And I think he's going to go for it. Yes, he does. Meeks is now up front of the 14. And what a daring pass we've seen right now. I mean, despite the race being really clean, at least we've seen something today with a few action going along. And there he goes. Meeks is now up front of Miyazaki. He's now taking the lead. It was supposed to be a good race so far. And everyone else seems to be okay. Oh, and Jameson is now back up front, I guess. I mean, Jameson is back in the race. Unfortunately, he's going to be several laps down. Well, a couple of laps down, actually. Oh, and the free, that is Juliano. He's out. What happened to Juliano? He was out a moment ago, I suppose. Now, what happened to Juliano? Oh, he blows it just as he came to the pits. So a close call for Juliano. And he blows it at the moment. He was just about to make a pit stop. It's more like a retirement now. Sad thing for Juliano. Juliano blows up on his way to his, what was supposed to be his second pit stop. And he is done. Literally done. Oh. Another pit stop coming in. This is unusual now. Why we're seeing 3 pit stops? Well, this is what Watkins Glen's racing is all about. It seems as though that most cars just wanted to make their final pit stop just to gain racing line. I guess I put too much in the track AI files, but who knows? There's still a lot to win anyway. Meeks comes in. Miyazaki comes in. This is more like a fuel mileage race, I guess, but I guess we will like a fuel mileage race. So now, let's hope that a caution does not come out in the middle of this pit cycle once and for all, because otherwise it will be a huge blow. Potentially. I can only hope these others can make it to their 3rd pit stops. This should be their last. No matter what, this should be their last. And I can only hope so. They didn't. They're still staying out. What's going on? Why are they still staying out? I don't get it. Why is it that they're messing up the race of pit stops like this? It's unfair. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, and the caution's out. The caution is out. Oh my gosh! Is that Ayanami? Oh my days. This is certainly going to be a huge blow. What an unfortunate situation. An explosive end to the race, I suppose. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh. It looks really bad. It looks really bad. What's going on? There is Jameson. I think Zan Howard's trying to overtake him. Oh, he does not make it. And Ayanami gets hit. Oh, and Alejo, I think, got hit as well. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We gotta stop this. We gotta stop this. Oh. What has happened down there? There we go. Let's see. So there is Ayanami. And I think Alejo was trying to get past. And then in the front we see Howard trying to get past Jameson. And boom! Hitting both Ayanami and Alejo. You can see Jameson spinning like a hell. Well, let's try this again. There we go. And that left him spinning. Let's go on board Jameson. Oh, that was a close shave. Looks like the race will end under caution in Linden Hill. Oh, no we're not. With 3 laps to go. Here we go. So we're getting close to the end of the race. And away we go! And Judeny's now up front. And look, what about Linden Hill? Oh, here comes Cameron Sr. That's a big surprise. Him being up front. Let's hope to God that everyone makes it. They all make it. And here comes Linden Hill. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Now Linden Hill's up front. Thanks to the pit stops, I guess that the yellow flag means that they got more an advantage now. So this must be a game changer right now. Automatically a game changer as a result of the pit stops. So now we've got 2 laps to go. So this could be Judy's first ever race win here. Unless Linden Hill can pull it off. He has finished 2nd place. And he wants to go 1-0 better. Oh, they're all pit. Okay then. Well, in that case, this could be a booster to Meeks, I suppose. Oh, and Maddox up front now. White flag now. Already we've seen the full mileage race right now. Whoa, what a mess up we've seen right now in the pits. Them to pit at the last it was just absolutely devastating. But hey, Meeks is back, I guess. So looks like he's gonna try and hold on to it. It looks as though that Bex Miyazaki is now falling back a little bit. Certainly isn't good news for him. Oh, and Owen Scott is up in the top positions now. What an infinite boost for him right now. So now, Meeks, this could be it. His only hope of winning his first race in 2 seasons. Looks like he'll be there. He's going to have to hold it up unless Joey Maddox could deny it. All he needs to do is hold on as close as he can, as hard as he can. Oh, and this is going to be close. Hopefully he doesn't get a heartbreaking. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What a messed up pistol we've seen right. Oh my god, there's a close but can he get to the finish line? Someone didn't get to the finish line. What a crazy race of the day we had. What a mess up we've had. Well, there you go. Meeks has won this race at Watkins Glen. Just what a hell of a race we've seen right now. I guess pit stops does matter a lot, I guess. And I guess this what happens when you have to save fuel, I guess. Well, this is definitely a fuel mileage race. I guess this is the main focus we're seeing right now in this entire race. I guess this is all that counts. But hey, Meeks is back with a win here at Watkins Glen. We thought it was going to be Lynn Hill almost doing the exact same thing as last season, but as the last race, but no. This time we have Meeks. Miyazaki back into 2nd place though. 3rd place, Dylan Hayden. Cat Rose 4th place. 5th place, Wright Jr, despite that unfortunate collision later on during that caution. There is Arsha Shabia. A good 5th place for him. Drew Walker 6th place. 7th place, Adam Wilson. 8th place, Adam Wilson. 9th place, Owen Scott. And 10th place, Xander Howell. So we have 2 victims of their caution finishing in the top 10. Oh boy, that's crazy. What a fuel mileage race we've just seen right now. In absolute drastic circumstances. And oh boy, I am definitely going to fix that tracking eye for the next race. For next of this race. This race has been absolute of a craze. Anyway, let's take a look at the fastest lap time. Rei Ayanami will get the fastest lap time. At least something for SLR to enjoy. There you go. Meeks is your race winner. That will give me the opportunity to throw out the track NI files. Just for next time, we don't have this race again, because I think this was a crazy race. I don't think everyone wants to see this race again. So, that's what I'm going to do right now, before we go peace. Hang on a second. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. That should do better. Right. There you go. So Meeks 1st, Miyazaki 2nd, Hayden 3rd, Cat Rose 4th, Arthur Shabia 5th, Alrighty Alajo 6th, Drew Walker 7th, Adam Wilson 8th, 9th, Owen Scott. 10th, Xander Howell. 11th, Joy Maddox. Judy Mullaney, Wright, Hill, Simmons, Parker, Wright Jr., Sheridan, Gonzalez, Rei Hamilton, Cohen Jr., Robert Crown Jr., Daniel Bouchard, TJ Williams, Avery Hamilton, and Kyle Voters. Those are all your points finishers. Let's go down the order. It seems as though the Camera Senior will continue his championship lead. But there you go. But that was a crazy race. Anyways, so looks like we're going to bring this to a close slowly, as I just showed the fastest lap time, Rei Ayanami. Well, been a great race. And yeah, I just need to sleep because I've got work tomorrow. So thank you everyone for taking part here at this crazy race of Watkins Glen. And oh boy, it has been crazy. And yes, so let's wrap it up once again. So right now, so yep, thank you everyone once again, and I shall hopefully see you next race at the exciting race though, Indianapolis. That's right, Indianapolis. So there you go, Indianapolis. I'm sort of looking forward to it. I don't know when it's Indianapolis. I'll just find out. But anyways, next race, Indianapolis. Take care everyone, and I'll see you there at Indianapolis.